Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a bead haul for you. I have opened it already, but I just wanted to double check everything was there, but I haven't had a proper look. So we will have a look now. Back over. So that's the list of what we have. Put that over there so I can tell you what I bought. Okay, so we'll start with this bag here first. I bought some more thread because I've actually been trying to do some actual beading. So I bought some thread. This is basically for beading, so it's quite strong. It's not nylon, it's just like a sewing thread. So I don't know much about beading, as in with threads and things, so it's new to me, but I will show you some little bits and pieces that I have made. I've been busy doing that. I have actually not uploaded for a week or two because I've had a sickness bug, and it's just literally thrown me no energy or motivation. So I'm back now, hopefully feeling a lot better. So this is some gemstones, some beads. It is, what does it say, mixed semi-precious gemstone beads, which is a 100-gram bag. Lots of lovely little bits and pieces in there. So just literally a mixture bag, which later on I can see what I can do with. Some lovely turquoise there, I can see. Some lovely greens and blues, yellows, pinks. So really, really nice, that one. And I also ordered some ear wires as well, which are actually one out. Oh, and they actually look like sterling silver ones, but they're actually silver plated, so they will be nice creations. Actually, let's put those over that side so that we can got a bit more room. And then these ones, that's it, I thought I ordered silver as well. These are closed jump rings, gold plated and silver plated, so that when I make my bracelets that I'll show you in a second, I add these on, because the ones with the split rings, with the gaps, the thread might go through, and the same with, I can use them when I'm using wire as well, a lot better. So these are 8mm, and you get 30 in a pack, each pack, and they're £1.50. There's quite a lot here. The beading that I've been doing, which I will show you in a second, I wanted to incorporate that with my cluster designs. It sounds crazy, but I want to do something that is maybe a statement piece, something bold, maybe not so colourful, but just some sort of crystally beads. These are glass beads, so you've got like sort of teardrop beads. These ones are a 14mm, which actually do have some surface scratches, so I'll have to double check those that they're okay, but I'm not sure what to do with those as yet. But this was a pack, 10 strings of glass bead mix, white and clear. So you have 2 strings of 10mm, 2 strings of 12mm, and 2 strings of 14mm in the pack. And altogether that was £5.99. And then I think these ones, I think, one second. Yeah, these ones are a 12mm, which kind of a disky type frosted bead. So I'm not sure how many you get on a string. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, about 35 on a string. That one on the end's a bit, I better use that one, but yeah, that's that one. And then this one is 10mm, which are actually quite nice as well. There are 10mm rounds. These ones left over, these are the ones I'm going to be using for the cluster part, I'm hoping. So you have a white and a frosted one, and I think that's a clear one, but it's also a bit like the pattern on this one. And then there is also a smaller one. They're all the same pattern. So it's a 3mm, 10, and a 6mm. It looks like a 6. What is that? 2 strings of 10, 12 and 14. But these are 6mm. Okay. So there's those ones, then there's these ones. And obviously then there's those, the 3mm. Oh, and those ones. So yeah, taking those away for a second because they're not big enough. So let's take this box away. So we're looking now at the, I think these are kind of a milky white, and then you have the white, the frosted and the clear. So that's my plan, is to use these as a cluster of a necklace. And I will show you now the bracelets that I've been making. Trial and error. The first one I've made was actually a purple one, which is this. So what I've been doing is I've been watching YouTube videos on how people are making these really pretty simple beaded bracelets. Now the patterns they look complicated, but they're actually not. I think it's trial and error. I think if you think you're not going to do it and you then try, well, I did think I wouldn't be able to do it because it does look complicated to me, but I've never done this sort of beading before, so I had a go and I thought, no, I'll have a go at it, and I'm actually very pleased with the result. You can then add different colours to your beads, as in these all seed beads. So these are 8/0s and 11/0s, and then I've just used some silver plated clasp and jump rings. So we have a lilac one, a light blue, and a grey. It's grey, I think, but to me it's sort of a grey blue. So they're quite nice. And then I made myself a red one because I did run out of clasps. So I put a stainless steel one on. So that one is mine, that I wear. And so you can do all sorts of colours. And they can be given as gifts. I mean, you could sell them on a stall. So those are the colours that I've made so far of those. And you can make earrings to match, so you can just do 5 or 6 of these loops, circle ones, and then just add an ear wire on. But they're not very heavy when they're hanging, so they might sort of turn or twist up slightly, but it's worth a go. Then I watched another video and saw this one, which is also mine because, as I said, I run out of glass, so I just put a stainless steel one on for now. And when I made it, I noticed that the green beads weren't sitting straight. It's just like a crisscross stitch, and I think it's about a 20 inch. Yeah, I think it's a 20 inch length, and very lightweight, dainty necklace. Orange and green, it's really nice colours. So there's that one. I tried another pattern which actually drove me mad because I thought that I could, I'll say this, I thought I could get away with, these are supposed to be 15 O's and possibly 11 O's on this part here and around the beads. But I didn't have any decent 11 O's and no 15 O's. So I thought, right, I'll try with an 8O, and bicones I don't have a lot of. I don't normally use bicones. So I did have some 6mm. So I tried, no, sorry, 8mm. So I tried with those and it didn't turn out so well. The stitching, as you can see, is just simple, and then around the beads. And then at the end is the same pattern, but just adding the clasp. But the bead doesn't sit properly in. That one does, but that one doesn't, and that one doesn't. It doesn't sit right in the beaded part. So it's not perfect. So I will be taking it apart, and you know, when I have ordered some 4mm bicones, so I might be able to try with that with 11Os, which I've ordered as well. So when they come, I can do another bead haul and show you which ones I got. But I'm not happy with it, so, but again, first time, so not too bad. As long as I suppose the stitching's not, you know, I've learned how to do the stitching and bringing the nylon thread back through. I didn't use a needle with this one. I just used the nylon thread and poked it through all the beads, which is quite tedious. But I think with the right beads, with the right bicones, I think it looked quite pretty. So there's that one. This one I attempted, and I was absolutely gobsmacked when I'd finished it. I think I got to about this length and I thought, wow, this has taken ages. But I carried on, started off quite well on the end, ran out of beads, these creamy coloured ones, and then had a bit of a difficulty with the end bit. But again, this one's first time. But I did have an idea of basically, now I have to get this right, putting wire through, because obviously there's a gap, putting wire through, adding some cluster with these, and then single beads going up to the clasp. Or this is supposed to be a bangle, so when my seed beads come, I can try this again, make it a little bit longer, because obviously I run out, and then stitch it together and it would be a bangle. So this again is my first attempt, but I thought I'd show you what I've been up to, because sometimes I do my videos and I think, right, I need something new to show you and see what I'm doing. I want to try new things, so that is that. The other thing is with, it's easy if I show you. Right, this one is a really pretty pattern. I did this one yesterday, and it is again a very basic stitch, running the thread back through, putting 4 beads on, then adding another bead, putting it back through, then adding 2 and then 1, crossing it over, and then all the way down. Again, silver plated clasp and closed jump ring. But I was thinking if I could incorporate this style, this pattern with cluster, so having this going up to the neckline and then having the cluster at the bottom, but then I thought that might be too much. So I need to find another pattern that would go with the, instead of like a chain, have a decorative neckline, and then putting some clusters on the bottom. But we'll see what happens. I may still use this one. There's no point undoing it, and so I think that would be good with cluster either side, and then the beads. So that's that one. And then this one is the same as this pattern as this one, but instead what I've done is I've added, instead of all the same beads on the pattern on the diamond shape there, I've added a different well, this bead onto there, but added the blue, so they're quite quite nice. Don't know if it's in focus or not. But they take a good while to do. I'm actually quite pleased and quite proud of myself that I've actually attempted it. So if you've ever looked at a pattern or some beading and watched videos and you think, oh no, I can't do that, have a go. I've used obviously the thread, which is on Totally Beads. This one is 175 and it will last quite a while. I used 150, I think, of the thread, 150 centimetres, and quite a few seeds. But please make sure that you've got enough seed beads to finish it, because it is quite annoying when you get halfway through or nearly finished and you run out of seed beads and you can't change the colour because it won't look right. So these are crystal rounds. They are 3mm, so they're nice as well. So it's always nice to have a go, see how you get on, and then if you don't succeed, at least you know you've tried. But keep trying. I thought that I wouldn't be able to do it, but I've managed. It took several hours to work out patterns and knowing, you know, going through all my beads, and which at the moment are all over the place. But I do have another order coming for the seed beads and some 4mm bicones, and I can show you those. I can show you those when they come. This is trial and error for this necklace that I'm going to make, but I wanted to bring you along and show you, you know, how I'm doing it and what I'm doing. So, and to show you obviously what I've been up to. Okay, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.